Welcoming guys to your Q&A and last night last night I told you guys to send some Q&A questions in and I got a big response here from Twitter and YouTube, so I'm just gonna do my Q&A here. And my first one is from Barry Bareth. It's Bareth on Twitter, and he says, "Is SmackDown declining in quality due to Vince McMahon leaving that brand more down to creative than ruining it with the Nine Fist?" You know, Vince leaving it, um, is he ruining it? Yeah, I mean sometimes, yeah, but I think Triple H is on creative, so I think he's doing okay. So yeah, I mean I heard a couple of days ago that Triple H isn't happy with the booking of Finn Balor, so that's why he protected and he wanted Bobby Roode in it, and it's just gonna come more over there so they can get protected and they won't get buried. So yeah, I like how Triple H is in creative. Who should be the next Universal Champion, and who do you think will be? Next Universal Champion, I think they're gonna go with Roman Reigns. But if it's who I think should be the next Universal Champion, it should be Braun Strowman or Samoa Joe. Just my opinion, but I think Braun Strowman should be the next Universal Champion. But who should they? Who do I think will get the belt? I think it's gonna be Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. I'm sorry guys, but I think it's gonna be Roman Reigns. But it is what it is. It kind of sucks when I said in a video like earlier this week, like here's a guy in a Braun Strowman that you've been built up for 12 months, and you get to so far, and he gets a big title match with Brock Lesnar on pay per view, a singles one-on-one pay per view match in the main event of No Mercy, and he could potentially lose that. And what does Braun Strowman do after that? So all that build up for 12, 18 months for what? To just to feed into Brock Lesnar? Doesn't make no sense. I don't want to see Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. I'm sorry, it doesn't make no sense. Just so Roman can get his win back from 2 years ago. What? That was 2 years ago. Let it be. Whatever. I don't care. Um, hold on. Is Boeing still the rift in in the WWE? And does the wrestlers court hide the fact that wrestlers cross the line when dealing with punishment? Yeah, I mean, in the wrestling business, there is still, of course, there's still bullying in WWE. I mean, you hear the stories of JBL. I mean, it's funny now that JBL is now on commentary and Mauro Ranallo's on NXT. Just kind of like 6 months after that whole Mauro Ranallo JBL thing, JBL actually leaves 6 months later, and it's not just Mauro Ranallo with stories though. It's like The Miz, John Morrison, Edge, Justin Roberts. He said something. As well about bullying. So it's not just about him, and there's probably more guys about WWE. But I'm glad that they're actually there's people actually in the wrestling business who are actually talking about being bullied in WWE, and hopefully they can get this fixed at some point. Because if I got this whole be a star thing, that's all bullshit. Because how can you be a star and start this anti-bullying thing when you're having your wrestlers getting well, they're getting bullied anyway. They're getting thrown in showers or passports are going missing or whatever. So that's just bullshit. And I'm surprised the BSR haven't got rid of their partnership yet with them. So that's just my opinion. Um, and then he goes on here to say, does the wrestling court hide the fact that wait a minute, does the wrestling court hide the fact that wrestlers cross the line when dealing with the punishment? I mean, yeah, sometimes, obviously you got the Breakfast Club and, Triple H staff, Randy Orton, obviously those guys are always going to be protected, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, I mean, the Breakfast Club wasn't that was going on when the Click days, that's when the Breakfast Club started. So when people was talking about the Breakfast Club in wrestling, they mean the Click, when Shawn Michaels, Triple H, X-Pac, and Kevin Nash were politicking backstage. So that's when the Breakfast Club was born, guys, yeah. So that was it. Well, anyway, next question he asked. Um, e.g. punishment of Enzo messing with his travel arrangements, much like. Yeah, again, him getting pushed off the bus and stuff like that. I mean, that's if he was annoying backstage, and I would understand, but I know he was taking rappers backstage and taking pictures backstage, which I know in the business that you're not allowed to do that because obviously that's exposing the business to obviously non-wrestling fans. Like, this isn't real. We all know it's not real, but they're exposing it into the social media realms, if you guys know what I mean. So yeah, thanks for your question. It's Bareth. Thanks for that. So on to my YouTube questions. My first question was from the Chase Allen, or Chase Games now. Check out his channel. Subscribe to it. He just created it a couple of days ago. Which pay-per-view are you looking forward to the most? No Mercy or Hell in a Cell? I'm looking forward to No Mercy myself. Hell in a Cell was pretty good, but I'm gonna say No Mercy. Have you ever been to a WWE live event? Never been to a WWE live event. I've been to Ring of Honor events, been to a couple of indie events, but never been to a WWE event. Just kind of never had the time to go to one, and if I do, it's like, do I want to really go to one in the current state of the WWE? Like, it is what it is. So, no, I've never been to a WWE live event, but I've been to Ring of Honor show, so, yeah. How are you liking the Dolph Ziggler jabbing? Oh yeah, the next question comes from Zargon7, and he shouts to him, and he says, how are you liking Ziggler's jabbing at gimmicks in WWE? in WWE? Yeah, I'm actually loving this whole Dolph Ziggler thing, and you know what? If they're not gonna have Dolph Ziggler in a meaningless feud, and they're just gonna have him just copy gimmicks until maybe Bobby Roode, faces him at Hell in a Cell, then I'm okay with that, because I'm done with the whole Dolph Ziggler push Dolph to the main event scene, because that's not gonna happen. So whatever. So if this is gonna be his last feud with Bobby Roode, then I'm okay with it. And yeah, and like I said in my video last night, like, I know a lot of people were pissed, like, oh, why was he disrespecting Heels more? He was doing his job as a heel. Like, he was getting over as a heel, and same with the one with Macho Man. Like, when he was doing oh yeah, he was just doing his job. He wasn't marking Macho Man. He wasn't marking Ultimate Warrior. He was just trying to get some heel heat by dressing like those guys, and he was doing his job. So he wasn't supposed to like offend Macho Man and Ultimate Warrior. And then the last question he asked, favorite storyline in WWE right now? Now, my favorite storyline in WWE right now, I've got to say it's got to be Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar. That's a real good storyline right now. Roman Reigns, John Cena is really good. That's another one I like. What else? I don't know. I want to say The Bar versus Seth and Dean. That's a good feud for the tag team division. Kevin Owens, Vince McMahon feud. I'm enjoying that. I think that's probably one. That's actually at the top. And if I say Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar second, third is Seth and Dean versus The Bar. So they're my favorite feuds right now in WWE. So yeah. What do you guys think about this? So that is it, guys, of my Q&A. Thank you guys who left questions. If you guys want to be part of the next Q&A, just hit me up on Twitter, or leave a comment on the next video I do. So thanks for watching, guys. Check you later.